Brian Scott this morning, and as we get ready for the Joe Expo, and of course the Joe Expo happens at the Casper Event Center. This is May 1st and 2nd. Part of the attraction of the 2nd is the fact that we've got some NFL players coming to town. Mitch Unrein, an old friend of ours, former Wyoming Cowboy, former Bronco, now a San Diego Chargers coming to town. But I'm most excited about the fact that we've got a Denver Bronco coming to town, and in the form of Ben Garland. Ben joins us this morning. Ben, how are you today?
Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Happy to have you here. You're a Western guy. I mean, in Grand Junction and then on to Air Force. We've seen you on the field against our Cowboys before. Why Air Force? I know you were recruited by a couple of different schools. How did you land there?
It was always my dream since I was a little kid to go to Air Force. There was always something about the military and being able to serve your country that kind of tug on my heartstrings.
As I seem to remember, you went, about 6'5", 275 playing weight Air Force. That's not the general Air Force size of guy that I'm used to.
No, I was definitely one of the larger guys out there. And I was senior year, I definitely got up to like 285 or so, and I was definitely the biggest at that time. So.
You had a great career with Air Force, and then as you made the move to pro, you were drafted by the Broncos. This was not the easiest of roads, was it? You actually spent a couple of years on reserve around their military list, didn't you?
Yes, I did, yeah. I had to serve active duty for at least 2 years after I got out. So I had to try to do the workouts when I could with the Broncos, but I had to serve my commitment as well.
Yeah, and you were with the Broncos, kind of released from the Broncos, put back on the practice squad with the Broncos from defense to offense, and moved all around. Now you're pretty well set. You comfortable where you're at and what's going on?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I moved all over from almost every position. I've played anything from fullback to nose guard to offensive guard, so yes, right now pretty happy just playing the interior offensive line and loving things up in Denver.
What's your favorite? You favored on the offense or the defensive side of the ball? What do you like?
I mean, it's where I'm at right now. I mean,
yeah.
You gotta say, I love offense, and it's the mental aspect of the game that you get to enjoy, and it's a lot more understanding intellect that goes into this side of the ball.
Yeah, different set of coaches coming into Denver this year. Do you expect a lot of changes? Do you expect something different?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited, and I'm really looking forward to working with the new coaching staff. We've already got through week 1 of phase 1 of the off-season workouts and got the opportunity to go through meetings with some of the new coaching staff, and I'm loving the new offense.
You know, you're a guy that does a lot on the field, but also does a lot off the field. As a matter of fact, you were named the Walter Payton Man of the Year for the Broncos this last year. How important was that award for you?
I mean, not the award wasn't that important, but the community service. I mean, whenever I was a kid growing up in the Colorado on the Western Slope, I remember there's a few Broncos that did a few things for me, and that's all I could talk about for the next few months. So whenever I got to this point in my life, I just want to be able to give back and give that to some other kid. I mean, that's all I talked about. I talked to some no-name Bronco player, but it meant the world to me as a kid, and if I can have that impact on a few kids, I think I'm going to try to give back as much as I can. You
know, you're a guy that grew up there on the there in Colorado. Were you a Bronco fan when you were growing up?
Oh, all my life, dying red, orange and blue. I remember watching Super Bowl 32 and talking trash to my elementary school teachers about how they're going to whoop up on the Packers even though they're underdogs.
And now here you are playing for John Elway, who you grew up watching, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember at one point I even had like John Elway posters up in my back in my high school bedroom that my mom hadn't taken down. So having him be my boss, I mean, that's awesome.
Well, we're, again, thrilled to have you come join us. Ben Garland, a part of the fun and festivities of the Joe Expo. And again, keep in mind that Joe Expo happens Friday, May 1st from 4 to 9 p.m., Saturday, May 2nd from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. We've actually got a VIP luncheon, an opportunity to sit down with Mitch Unrein and Ben Garland, spend a little bit of time with both these guys and talk some football and talk some more. How disappointed were you, or were you ready for Mitch Unrein to be gone? Were you disappointed to see him go?
Super disappointed in that trader. Why is he leaving Colorado, man? Just chasing money. No, I love Mitch, and it was really fun to see him go because I've loved playing with him and even playing against him when he was in Wyoming. So there's always been a bond with those rare Colorado kids who get to come and play for the Denver Broncos. But wishing him the best of luck in his career. Great guy, and hope he has a long career over in the Chargers or wherever else he goes.
You bet. Well, we'll get you guys together at least one more time. Ben, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you on the 2nd.
Sounds good. Look forward to it.
Thanks, Putnam. Again, Ben Garland with the Denver Broncos coming to join us for the Joe Expo. Ticket information and a whole lot more available to you, as well as a lot of information, the entire schedule for the Joe Expo up for grabs today, online at k2radio.com.